Hello and welcome to this new video tutorial of Magento 2 shipping availability check add-on. Now this particular plugin allows the customers to check the shipping availability of the product using the area zip code. The customers can check the shipping availability on the product page itself by entering the area zip code and can check whether the product is deliverable on the entered zip code or not. The admin on the other hand can add multiple regions and can assign these regions to a product from the backend very easily. Also, for the existing users, the zip code field will be auto-filled and the search history will be visible to the users as well as to the guest users there for the entered zip codes. So in today's video tutorial for this updated video of the Magento 2 shipping availability check add-on, I'll be showing you the front-end workflow, the initial configuration settings, and the way the admin would be able to add the regions, assign zip codes manually to the regions using the CSV file, and manually, and adding the products to the regions as well, and the rest of the workflow as well. But before I proceed further with this particular video tutorial today, please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates from our end. And if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. So right now you can see that I'm at the web store front end and I'm on one of the products, that's the watch product. And here you can see that here we have the zip code validator, wherein the customers need to enter their delivery zip code to check whether the particular product would be whether the shipping availability of the product is available for the entered zip code or not. So for example, if I proceed further with this and I enter the zip code here for California, that's 90001, and I tap here on the check button, you can see that the product is not available at 90001. But if I try to enter the zip code for Nevada, that's 85001, and I hit the enter button, you can see that the product is available at 85001. Now if I tap here you can see the recently used zip codes by the guest user. If you see that right now I'm not logged in, and here we have the sign in option there at the top. So here you can see that the guest user can also see the recently used zip codes, and from here you can enter any of the zip codes to check the availability of the product on the entered zip codes. And here you can also see the login option to see the saved addresses. So from here you can tap on the login option and you can enter the details of your custom account. So what that will do is that will bring up the addresses of the customers there, and the zip codes would be auto-filled, or you can also select from the multiple addresses. You can select the zip codes of your multiple addresses as well. So for the time being, let me go ahead and let me enter the test@webcool.com. Let me enter the password here, and let me reload the captcha, and let's enter 3mkvn, and let me tap here on the sign in button thereafter. Now we'll be signed into the account there, and now if I go to the particular product there under the category, that's the products category, here I'm having the watch product. Let me open it up. So here you can see that my already saved address zip code has already been auto-filled here. Now I can tap here whether to check the shipping availability of this product on my zip code or not. Now if I tap here you can see that we have the saved addresses. Here we are having two different addresses. This is 90001 32 Street and the zip code is 90001. I can select it up and I can check the availability or the shipping availability of this particular product on the entered zip code there. So this is the workflow of this particular plugin at the storefront. Now let me show you the initial configuration settings for this particular plugin in the admin backend panel and the rest of the workflow there as well. For that, I've already logged into the admin backend panel. Now kindly note that after the successful installation of this particular plugin, you'll find one zip code validator option in the side panel, wherein you'll be able to manage the regions, and I'll show you that in a while from now. But before that, what I'll do is I'll just go to the initial configuration settings here. That's the stores, and then configuration. On the configuration page, under the webcool block, we have the zip code validator. Under the zip code validator, we have two different options to configure the particular plugin. The very first option is to enable the zip code validator module. If you have enabled this particular thing, then this particular functionality would be available within your web store. Otherwise, if you've chosen it as a no, then this particular functionality would not be visible or available within your store there. Then we have the zip code validator availability. Now we can apply to individual products the zip code validator availability to individual products, or apply to all products. In case we are applying it to all products, then we have to select the regions to which the zip code validator would be applicable to. Now, before I proceed further with this configuration settings, let's hop on to the zip code validator and let's see how we can create the regions there. So to create a region, we have to go to the manage region section. Here you'll find the complete list of regions that you have already added, their status, and from here you can check the zip codes of the added regions as well by tapping here on the click of link that you can see. So for example, for California, if I tap on the click link, I'll be able to see the complete list of zip code from and to values here. Right now you can see that I've already added only one, that's from 90001 to 90009 there. Let's tap back. For the other one, that's Nevada, if I tap here on the click, you can see that it's for 85001 to 85009. We can add more as well, or in bulk as well, using a CSV file as well. So I'll show you that as well. So let's add a new region, that's California, for example. California is already added there. Let's add any other region. So I've tapped on that button there on the top right hand corner, and that has been brought up this section to add a new region. So here we'll be able to add a new region by entering the region name. For example, let's go to so let's add New Jersey. Okay, we'll set the status as enabled. Now to add the zip codes to this particular region, what we need to do is we need to download the example CSV file. So for that, I'll just tap here on the download example file. The file would be downloaded, wherein we'll have to fill in the two columns, that is for the zip code from and zip code to values. So let me open the file first. In the meantime, let me correct this name here, New Jersey. Now the file is opening up. So here's the CSV file where we are having two different columns. One is the zip from and zip to values. And here what you need to do is you need to enter the zip code from and to values in bulk as per your own requirement, as you can see. Then you need to save this particular file, and then the same file needs to be uploaded there. So let's cancel this out, and we'll be uploading the same file now. So here I'll be tapping on the choose file option. After tapping on the choose file, I'll select the zip code 2 file. I'll open it up. It has been added here. Now I'll go to the add product section, and from here we will find the complete list of products there. From here we can add the particular product, and we can assign this product to the particular region as well. In bulk, we can assign the products to the regions as well as per our own requirements. So for now I have assigned the watch to the New Jersey region there. And under the region information, we have set up the region name. Status has been enabled. The CSV file with the zip code from and to values in bulk have been added. We have added the products there, and then we have to tap here on the save region thereafter. So you can see that the region has been saved, the zip codes have been added, and the product have been assigned to this particular region there. Now for the New Jersey, if I tap here on the click to view all the zip codes, you can see the zip codes that we had added in bulk there. All of them are added there right now. Okay, so for example, because the watch product was assigned to New Jersey, so if I go ahead and if I enter this particular zip code at the front end, let me refresh the front end once. And if I enter this zip code, you can see that the particular product is available at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's New Jersey, because this product was assigned to New Jersey while creating the particular region there, and the zip code was available in the zip code list there for New Jersey itself. So that's how you can easily create the regions and assign the zip codes from and to values in bulk there, and assign the products to the regions as well at the same time. Now let me take you to the admin backend panel once again, to the configuration settings. For that, we'll navigate through stores and then configuration. Now this New Jersey would be visible here as well. So here, now let me show you the working of this zip code validator configuration that we had stopped a while ago. We checked out the zip code validator by checking the how to add the regions there. Now if I choose here apply to all products, you can see we have New Jersey being added as well under the regions. Now here you can see for the zip code validator availability, we have two options. One is to apply to individual products. Now in this case, if I enable the zip code validator and I set the zip code validator availability as applied to individual products, and I save the configuration, let me save the configuration. So we have set the zip code validator availability as applied to individual products. Now if I go to the particular product, for example, that's the watch product. So this can be done to any of the already created products or the new products as well. So here if I edit the watch, on the product edit page, if I scroll down, I'll find one section here that select the regions. So here you can see that Nevada was already assigned. Nevada had 85001 zip code. If I enter 85001, the product is available, as you can see, for Los Angeles, and the other one it's not available there. And for 1 2 3 4 5 6 for the New Jersey as well, it's available. So from here in this particular configuration, when we have set apply to individual products, what happens is that we get the option on each of the product edit pages for the select the regions section, and here we have to select the regions where this product would be available. So accordingly you have to select the regions and the zip codes within the regions. If entered by the customers, they'll be able to know whether the product is available at that particular zip code or not, depending upon the zip codes that you have added within those regions there, right? So if I now save it here, and as I've already shown you, for Nevada it is 85001. If I go on the front end and I enter 85001 and I hit the enter button, you can see that the product is available at 85001 there, right? Now that was the apply to individual products, right? Now let's check the apply to all products. Now if I choose it to apply to all products, then what happens is that we get the configuration in the admin backend here to select the regions where the products would be available by default for all of the products there. So here I can choose for example Los Angeles, California, these two regions, and I save the configuration there, right? So we have chosen select the regions as Los Angeles and California there. So for California we have 90001, and for Los Angeles we have the zip code as 201301 that I have set up. Now if I go to the product edit page and I refresh the page, for example for a newly created product or for an already created product, if I edit the product page and I scroll down, here you will find one option, that's the zip code validation. Now in the case of no validation, what will happen is that the zip code validator section would be removed if you set the option as no validation. The other one is apply default configuration. In this case what will happen is that the default configuration that you have set in the admin backend for the Los Angeles and California for all products, so for the watch product as well, the regions would be enabled that are Los Angeles and California, and only for the Los Angeles and California will the zip codes be working. So for example if I use it as apply as default configuration and I tap here on the save button and I refresh the front end once, so now this time what will happen is that if I enter the zip code for Nevada and I check it up, you can see that the product is not available at that particular zip code. But if I go ahead for the California one, that's 90001, and I check it out, you can see that the product is available at 90001. This is because we have set it as Los Angeles and California. For California the zip code, as I told you, was 90001, And for Los Angeles as well, let's check it out for Los Angeles as well. If I enter 201301 and I check it out, it will be available at this particular one as well, but not at Nevada, that's 85001. It would not be available there at that particular location. So here's the product edit page. So that was the no validation. In no validation, you will remove this particular section itself from the product pages, and the products will be available at each and every zip code there. For the apply default configuration, these regions that the admin has selected for the apply to all products would be applicable there. And then we have the particular product. Now if you choose it as particular product, then for example, if I choose it as Nevada only and I save this particular setting here, in case when we have selected the zip code validator availability as apply to all products, then we are getting this zip code validation option where we have three options in the drop down that are the no validation, apply default configuration, and particular product. Now in case of particular product, I have selected the region as Nevada. So for Nevada 85001 only, the zip code should be working there for the product. So for example, for this zip code, for example, product is not available. For 85001, you can see that for Nevada it's available. For 201301, it would not be available. For 90001, it will not be available there as well, right? So this was the setting of there when we have chosen the configuration as zip code validator availability as apply to all products, and zip code validation has been chosen as particular product there itself. So that's how you can configure the zip code validator availability as apply to individual products. And in that case, on the product edit page, if I refresh the product edit page, in the case of apply to individual products, on the product edit page, let me bring it up, we'll have this section to select the regions where the product would be available, and on the zip codes for that particular region, the zip codes would only be working there. And in the case of apply to all products, you can select the regions where the products would be available, and then you can tap here on the save configuration button. Now in this case, if you go to the product page, then you'll have one section there, one different section there. Let the product page come up. So if I scroll down here, we'll have the zip code validation, and here you can choose no validation. Then on the product page, the zip code validator section would not appear, and the product would be available to all of the zip codes there. Otherwise, if you have chosen it as apply default configuration, then the product would be available at the selected regions here at Los Angeles and California. And in the case of particular product, you can select the regions where the product would be available within the particular within the particular what we say as the regions. So if I chosen it as Nevada, then this particular product would only be available at Nevada itself. So yes, that was much about the plugin. That's the Magento 2 shipping availability check add-on, and I hope it helped you out in understanding the workflow of the same. If you still have any questions, queries, suggestions or requirements regarding this plugin, then you can anytime get back to us at support@webcool.com, or you can raise a ticket at webcool.ueds.com as well. Apart from that, if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. And lastly, thanks for watching this particular video, and have a great day ahead.